Welcome to the world-renowned 5 Count. Here you will see the top 5 stories in the world of professional wrestling, together with incredible nonsense by legendary assholes Hot Cav Manning and Faustie I'm Drunk Walnuts. If you are offended by women being called meat twitcher and innuendos like see you next Tuesday, we suggest you grow a set of balls and quit crying like a little bitch. This is your wake-up call. Did you think we read Bible verses on this show? If you are one of these poor bastards who think we will ever conform to proper society, otherwise, if you like our childish dick jokes, sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the 5 Count. This is where we discuss the top 5 things going down in the world of professional wrestling. I'm Hot Cav Manning, and with me, as always, is...
Faustie, I'm Drunk Walnuts, and we figure the worse we make this show, the better the views will be.
Yeah, and maybe we will be our producer's favorite show now.
We have daddy issues. Please like us.
Okay, on with the show. Alright, what's next on the docket here? The TLC match on Impact.
No. It's called Full Metal Mayhem.
What? But it's tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, but they can't legally call it that because of WWE.
But how is a table metal?
The legs.
Touche. Well, what is it, at least a surprise ending?
Nah, the Wolves won.
So I wasted a month of my life to have the Wolves win this.
Well, what else do you gotta do?
I would have done some writing for the show, I would have made the show the best ever.
The 5 Count?
Fuck no! The podcast! I want people to actually hear the fucking bits!
SmackDown celebrated their 15th anniversary this week, and all it did is make us depressed because it reminds us of how nothing exciting ever happens on the show anymore.
But they had one good segment. They had Rock and Triple H in the back talking, and we found out how cheap Rock was because he wouldn't pay for dinner, cheap-ass bastard.
Yeah, he's cheap like you.
What are you talking about?
Well, who bought these microphones?
Well, I'm the talent you're supplying.
Yeah, well, what about these Mike's Hard Lemonade I brought over the other day?
That's a gift!
Yeah, you didn't even offer me a dime for them. That's why I'm gonna drink them all. Might as well just call you Cheap Cav Manningstein Greenberg Bomb Gold Wits.
Oh, then why don't we just paint a dot on your forehead since you're an Indian giver?
That's a different type of Indian, you asshole.
What?
WWE announced this week that the network will soon begin running advertisements.
Oh.
There will be no commercial breaks during scheduled programming. However, there will be 30-second video ads between shows and occasional ads before on-demand content. Man, next thing you know, Vince is going to be on the side of the road with a cardboard sign.
What is $9.99 chopped liver for them now? I work 2 hours and 2 jobs to be able to pay for this network. Now I gotta watch commercials?
How about writing a good show and getting more revenue?
They'd rather spend money on Kathy Lee and Hoda breaking bottles on their fat asses.
Trust us. We know what we're talking about here. If no effort is put into a show, nobody is going to watch it.
What are you referring to, this show?
I don't know what you're talking about. TNA had their big Bound for Glory pay-per-view this week. Live from Japan, the WrestleMania of TNA.
How is this a WrestleMania? Since when at WrestleMania has a champion not defended the title?
Perhaps you remember WrestleMania 1?
Well, I stand corrected. Maybe it is a mania for TNA.
I don't even want to talk about this pay-per-view. It was live, let me take that back, tape delay from Japan.
Oh.
I mean, who cares? Let's talk about the real top story this week. let's talk about the contract on a pole match on Raw. Dean Ambrose versus John Cena for the rights to face Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell in a cell.
How about E. Honda? Was he at this TNA pay-per-view?
What? Why are you talking?
1,000 slaps. He used to do that move. I watched him.
Why are you talking about? We're not talking about Bound for Glory anymore. Let's talk about Raw. Did you watch Raw this week? Originally, they were going to have this match at the pay-per-view, and they freaked out and said, no, let's jump this up 2 weeks ahead. That way we can build the match between Ambrose and Rollins.
How about Hakushi? Did he show up at the pay-per-view Bound for Glory?
Hakushi? What are you talking?
I remember him. He carried Bret Hart's head in a bag one time.
Anyways, they had the contract on the pole match, Cena versus Ambrose. And what do you know? Here comes the Authority out to interfere. And they get involved in this match. Ambrose goes up to the top rope to grab that contract.
How about Bruce Lee? Was he at the pay-per-view?
Bruce Lee's not even Japan. He's not even alive. What are you talking about?
I like Bruce Lee. He's a fine Japanese wrestler.
Main event of Raw. Dean Ambrose wins the contract on a pole match, so he will face Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell in a Hell in a Cell, and John Cena will face Randy Orton in a cell.
How about Haku? I know he had to be at that pay-per-view.
What? How is Haku Japanese?
Listen, look at his name. Haiku, Haku. You know that motherfucker Squinty. He looked Japanese to me. Oh, it's my favorite time of the show, Walnuts. I'll be over in the corner. Face the opposite direction if you need me. Unless you'd like me to turn around.
No thanks. And who are you trying to market this show to anyways? Horny dudes or actual wrestling fans?
What are you, a fucking retarded moron or something? That's the same goddamn audience, you stupid fuck.
Rock the cradle of love. I rock the cradle of love. Yes, the cradle of love. Don't rock easily, it's true. Well, it burned like a ball on fire. When the rebel took a little child right to teach, yeah. So go easy, yeah.
Holy smoky! What's up? It's the Meat Twitcher. We know this is your favorite part of the show. And did Eva come through this week or what? It was on Total Divas. This counts. It's them on TV. If they're on a red carpet and their tits fall out, counts.
Just another reason why you should be watching this show.
Yeah. The greatest show ever. And we review this show on our podcast, Lingus Mafia on iTunes or Stitcher, Lingus Mafia. Let's give her her due, shall we? Cap off. And she hasn't been on in a while here because she wears the same outfit to wrestle all the time. So this is where she's getting her due. So we give her a nice 4 spot, if you will. Thanks for tuning into the show this week, and hope you enjoyed it mixed up a little bit. We have fun all the time on this nonsense show, as you can see. It was more fun doing it this way than it was the other way, by far.
It's always fun when we do something different.
Yeah, I know. God forbid, maybe we get 4 views this time different. What do you say? Go to the5count.com, see all of our nonsense. Like we said, follow us, and look for us on Twitter. It is at the5count, the number 5. I, again, am Cav Manning.
I'm Faustie Walnuts.
And we will see you next Tuesday.
Cunt.